But as we went through it, like I said, we interviewed a wide variety of candidates, brought them in, and like if you said to me, Gus, was Todd Wash always the front runner? I tried not to think that. It was more unbiased. Let's find the best. Let's find the best person. But as we went through it all came back to him. I think what Todd Wash brings is, with the run game, the progress that we made. He's a strong leader. He has a strong presence in the defensive meeting room. I did not make it to where, hey, the defensive players thought, hey, we support Todd Wash. That was not a big priority of mine. It was about his knowledge of the game and his leadership that he would bring in. And, I think he has all those traits. I think his attention to detail was very much shown in the run game, and we need that same type of a detail from the leadership position with the passing game. So all those things that we looked at, it came to the conclusion that Todd Wash would best fit this organization.
Why did you benefit personally from going through this process as opposed to promoting Todd right away?
Well, I did. I thought it was good because we were looking, some of the things that we did defensively. So it was just very good. Were never brought up. So I came away from it, oh boy, the perception of this organization, I tell you, it didn't have an effect in the hiring of a defensive coordinator.
What kind of changes do you expect going from Babbage to Watt?
Well, I think there's a different personality there. I think that Todd, he had a pretty strong role in that. I told him I'd like to have more of a presence defensively. When you have a system that you feel strongly about and you have a coach come in and learn that system, when we've got 3 years, because continuity, it's like you say, Gus, I could sit up here and argue the fact that we've been in this system 3 years. Sometimes it's hard to get caught up in stats and where we're at. I made the decision, and but I just, used them and visited with them about certain things and what I was looking to do. And there's what's non-negotiable. So one of the things that I've seen going through it, I think there's at times I saw that.
Presence in front of the defense be different than Bob's was?
Yes.
How so?
I think that both of them have their strengths, but it's just a different. I think it was good. I'm glad I put him in the run game. To you might look at this. I don't know, was it one release?
So we have four new staff changes.
So defensive assistant, back assistant, that was released?
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, we Mike Rutenberg's going from assistant. Very well thought of, brought him in here. Look at guys like that and put them in best position to rush. And so there might be some changes scheme-wise that way. Within some of the same principles, but alignments and what, we'll just take a look at it. We'll move. Todd Wash has respected the defensive line and coaching the defensive line. So in the room, and stronger. I get all that, and I can appreciate that. Believe me, we're doing the same thing in this building. We're trying to find a way to speed this thing up and
have a right to expect a winning record in your fourth.
Sure. Yeah, I get that, and the expectation is, hey Gus, I know get better, but stronger, man, stronger. I get all that, and I can appreciate that. Believe me, we're doing the same thing in this building. We're trying to find a way to speed this thing up and get to where we're playing more consistently and all those things. So, but yeah, I completely understand that part.
Lastly, do you think that you getting this one-year deal is going to help in terms of free agency at all, or do you think it's more about the locker room and the distractions being kept away?
I don't know. I don't know how much impact it will have on the locker room. I guess some people say, well, if it's in your last year and now discipline could become an issue, and I don't know that with our guys. I don't foresee that would be an issue. But I think free agency, what it does show is that the commitment Shad and Dave make and the belief they have in this coaching staff. You know, now there, I don't want to be naive to think that's pretty strong now. What Shad and Dave are doing, saying, hey, we believe it's coming together. We believe strongly in this staff. We believe in the direction we're doing so much. We're going to give a year extension. That's pretty strong now. That's very strong. Will that get to free agency? I'm sure. I'm sure it will. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. I'm sure our players appreciate that. I know you get texts from players saying, that's awesome. That's great. You know, so obviously it has an impact. And that's what I say. I try not to go, let's coach, man. That's great. I appreciate that. Our staff appreciates that. Could it limit distractions? Yeah, I think it does limit distractions. Well, don't you still got to be successful? I know, but I think for an assistant coach, when they're preparing, that's not even in their mindset now. They know that, okay, I'm not worried about some things that could happen. I just got to work and, go from there.
I was surprised